Taranga trying to work down the line. Well done from Lee Chung-yong, but he concedes possession. Fired across the face of goal. Coming in at the far post was Shamika, just couldn't get the touch on it. Sri Lanka now getting themselves back on top. Still that man down who is coming back onto the field of play now. That, of course, is Dinesh. A little bit of bickering and arguing between teammates. That's not going to help the cause for Sri Lanka. That looked as though it could have been quite nasty. And the umpire stopping the game straight away. It was just momentum that brought the players together there, and that's going to happen when you're running at full kilter. Kazakhstan have defeated Myanmar by 5-0. That game has just finished on pitch number 2. So they may well fancy their chances of having a good go against Sri Lanka when they face them in the final group game. Well, Singapore have these little mistakes creeping back in. They need to eliminate them straight away. Lee Chi-yong helps it forwards. Little barge there on Faris. Faris gets on with things quickly. Tried to play the channel ball into Ashraf, but just a little bit too heavy again. Smashed forwards and easily picked off in the end, and that was a good touch from Tanyiru. Tanyiru. Well picked off on that occasion. Nalanta doing well. Jaspal just didn't react as quickly as Taranga. Oh, sorry, that was Sandaruan. Little turnovers creeping back in again as well for Singapore. It is Taranga. Drilled inside, Amila. Keeps it simple, back to the skipper, Nalanta. It's the Sri Lankans now with the confidence, having scored the goal in the second half. That was well read though on that occasion from Silas. Tanyiru. Lee Chi-yong. Well, a big scoop forwards finds its way into the grandstand, and that's the first ball that I've commentated on that's made its way over the barrier. That was well read though from Tanyiru. However, have just been a little bit too high with the stick, so the hit goes in favour of Sri Lanka. Taranga works the line. That's a poor touch there from Abita. Taranga not happy at all there and having a right go at his teammates. There's a lot of pace on that, but Anik's going to get there. Anik doing well just to try and create the yard to put it across the face of the D. Long corner. Good defending and well stop there from Damit. Well, the next 2 days are action-packed. 6 games on each day in both the men's and the women's groups. And the pools will look a lot different after tomorrow, that's for sure. Well, fortunate. Hanif just gets away with that one. Jaspal keeps it simple. Tanyiru, a little flick, all the way back out to Jaspal. Good play from Silas, driving into the D. It's still Silas. Can he pull it back? Oh, contact made. That's a wasted opportunity there for Singapore. That was a very, very good position. There's Abitha. Finally getting on the ball. Abitha. Well,
shielding the ball.
The umpire right on the spot as well.
Yes, he's right. He wasn't playing the player wasn't playing the ball at all. He was trying to get a short corner. Good play down the channel.
Well worked, well played. Well, that's got to hurt, but Hanif just jogs away as though nothing happened. Here comes Singapore again. Timothy Goh just losing out on that occasion. That was well read though. Silas just couldn't get that second touch. Oh dear. A booming ball play on, say the officials. Lakshan picks up the ball. Good stick work from him. Just trying to flick it inside, looking for the run of Avita. Long corner.
High ball, as long there's no danger, they will allow them to play nowadays.
Well, the hit's been awarded instead of the long corner. Even the players thought that it was a long corner. Taken quickly, Taranga drives into the D. Well read though from Hafiz. The white shirts will look to come forwards now. Silas with a lovely ball into the path of Timothy Goh. He just couldn't guide it into his path. That was unfortunate as Sri Lanka come again. Ishankar, good stick work from him. He gets on with things quickly. Taranga looking to fire this one across. That's exactly what he does, and just pushed away. Suresh making sure, long corner. Nice play from Harindra. Not a 32-year-old. Not showing his age at all there. Lovely piece of skill from him.
Yeah, very skillful for a defender.
That was very good as well. Drilled in, well read and well defended from Singapore. Reverse ball right up the line. It's going to eventually roll out. Shankar. Istranga. Singapore now, the half press, dropping off just into their own half. Well, that one's gone against Singapore. Shankar gets into the D, that will go behind though.
I mentioned earlier, Singapore need to handle Sri Lanka forward running solo. They are very good at it. So see how we can handle them.
Well, they're managing just at the moment. 1-1 is the scoreline. If it stays this way, it'll be the first draw of the competition. And a miscontrol there from Hong Jun Hong. That's a lovely ball, just flicked forwards into the path of Damit. Damit driving into the D. Damit going all the way and tees it up nicely. That is a fantastic team goal from Sri Lanka. Poked home by Abita. But all the damage was done by the number 9, Damit. A real good team goal from Sri Lanka to give them a 2-1 lead. Well, Singapore now have to pick themselves back up. Well, you asked the question before the game, can the defence hold out and hold strong? And they've just got caught wanting there. And again,
Yes.
It's come from a piece of individual brilliance. And as you just mentioned a moment ago about players running at the defenders and how
Yes.
skillful they are, that's exactly how it's come about.
Exactly, and Singapore players allow them to attack in the center channel. So that is the surprise.
Well, they're going to have to stop that threat, and they're going to have to go the other way to try and score as well.
Our boys need to stay calm and follow the game plan.
Just off the foot there of Silas. Pushing a lot higher up the field now, Singapore, as they go in search. There's a lovely touch and great skill again from Sanduran. Tees it up inside the D. Well, Singapore had to defend all the way there. What a chance that was, and again, it was real good play from Sri Lanka.
Very good play, very fast counter attack, and good basic.
Sandaran it was that did all the damage with that run. Just trying to get in at the far post. Abita, who's already scored one, was trying to get on it. Dinesh as well, who just goes off. Just couldn't reach it. So the clock starts again. 13 minutes for Singapore to get back in. That's really well defended once more from Sri Lanka. Hook back inside from Lakshan. No hit awarded. Oh, that's a poor little pass out. That could prove costly from Norman Teo. Narendra into the centre. The reverse shot and a good save from Suresh. Well, he had to close his legs very quickly there. Sandaran, not a million miles away.
Yeah, it was a good save and a difficult shot to take.
Long corner. Well, we know Ashanka can fire the ball. We've seen him do that all game long. Just not the correct angle on that occasion.
The Sri Lanka is playing at a very high pace, and Singapore is feeling the pressure and making a lot of mistakes.
Silas scoops it in. That did hit. That's going to be a hit for the team in white. Well, the umpire's insisting on it being exactly where it is, a little bit further on. Advantage played, and Singapore utilise and maximise it as well, and they win themselves a short corner. Good play there from Hanif. Well, if they have aspirations about winning this game, Singapore, they have to make this one count. You don't get too many opportunities in a game. This could be one. Their first goal came from a short corner. Marakan hanging around. Hasif is there as well. Plenty of options for Singapore. That's a mistake. Marakan with the first strike. Dangerous though, just a little bit too high. Padded away, and a good save from Tarindo in goal.
It seems that Sri Lanka has stepped up the gear, not only one step up, maybe 2 or 3 step up. They are having a very good pace now.
Into the final 10 minutes. Sri Lanka leading by 2-1. Well defended from Silas, who managed to get something on it. Marakan with the stick work. There was a slight touch of the foot there from Lakshan. He's not happy about it, but it was. Taniru scooped forwards just a little bit too high though for Norman Teo. Taranga wins the hit. Damn it. Shankar, space now for Taranga. Well read from Marakan, who looks to drive forwards. That's a yellow card. So that's a big blow for Sri Lanka. Taranga, who's caused problems down this right-hand side, will be off for 5 minutes.
And good opportunity for Singapore team to press on.
Oh, it's lovely stick work and really well played. Can they get a goal away? They're looking to get the shots off. Silas it was that got upended and wins the short corner. That was good from Singapore. Better.
Good play. Well, this is the best time if Singapore wants to score.
Well, it'll tee it up nicely for the remainder of the game. The crowd trying to get behind the Singaporean side. What can they conjure up this time? Fire back, scoot forwards, deflected, but not in. The reverse pass and fired across the face of goal. Marakan, not sure whether he was going for that far corner or looking for a teammate, but it wasn't a million miles away either way.
I think he was trying to take shot at goal.
Oh, that's lovely play from Amila. And brilliant stick work as well from Ishanka. Well, you're just seeing the professionalism come into the game now, where they're taking their time just as much as the officials will let them. Just holding on to the ball there and shielding it, so, but winning it back. Amila doing ever so well. Clock stops with just over 6 minutes.
Leg. Yeah, he's holding his leg, but I thought the stick hit his hand.
Did we just mention the word professionalism?
Yes, you did.
Just slowing down the impetus, stopping Singapore getting up the momentum. Well, one back. Good work that was from Tanyiru. That was unlucky there from Marakan, and he knows it as well. A big puff of the cheeks tells you that. And he got that extra touch, he was away.
It was a very beautiful skill from Enrico. Five-meter rules.
Five minutes remain. Patience required here from Singapore. Good defending though from the skipper, Nalanta. Well, one back though from Faris. He keeps it simple. Hafiz couldn't go forwards. Everybody dropping off for the Sri Lankans, making it difficult now. Tanyiru drills it into the D. The reverse strike across goal from Silas is kicked away from Tusit. Good save from him.
Good save.
Faris helps it forwards, the little flick, and booted away this time from Tusit. That did come off the arm. However, it was dangerous, which is why it will be a Sri Lankan ball. Well read from Hasif. Tanyiru plays it wide. Kendi Lee, good stick work from him. Just couldn't retain possession. Well picked up by Shankar, who wins the hit. Jaspal in strong with the challenge, just been told to calm down.
I thought it was a good tackle.
Sri Lanka looking to pop it around and then drill it in. And a real basic mistake there, gifting possession back to Sri Lanka. Taranga back on the field of play now, so Sri Lanka will see this game out with 11 men, unless something drastic happens in the next few minutes. Just under 3 minutes to go. Singapore really must get hold of the ball. Taranga. Nice little touch around the corner from Ashanka. Very, very lucky there. Anuradha just flicking that ball away.
Yep.
But it went straight to the white shirt, so he got away with that one. Hafiz wins the hit. Looks to go down the outside. Can he fire it across? Wins the long corner. No, well, they judged to have hit his foot, so it's a Sri Lanka ball. Under 2 minutes now. Have Sri Lanka got enough to see this one out? That's an awful ball played forwards. Real sloppy play from Damit.
It was a good press from Singapore. That's what they should do. They shouldn't let them hang on to the ball and delay the time.
90 seconds is all that remains. Manakan with the ball in. Anywhere will do. Was that hit behind deliberately? Singapore were asking for it. Silas was as well. Long corner. 4 white shirts in and around the D. Manakan skips past 2. Helps it back inside. Well read though from Ashanka. Suresh showing a good touch there. Hasif. Referee playing advantage. And has allowed that one to go. Jaspal, that's a brilliant stop right in the middle. And now 3 or 4 orange and yellow shirts can break forwards. Sandoran keeps it simple. Dinesh looks to go around the outside. 30 seconds remain and a real chance here for Sri Lanka. Shielding though was illegal. So Singapore with one last chance. Faris, it was on the burst. Not long left at all. Under 10 seconds. That's dangerous and that's going to see the game out. Sri Lanka know they've won. Well, it has been a thoroughly entertaining game and really well played from both sides. Singapore probably edging the first half, Sri Lanka the second, but
Yes.
It was that close.
Yeah, it was very close, but I feel that Singapore team was not consistent. There are some laps where Sri Lanka played better. Then they gotten the goal.
Well, it really did cost them. It was Adamanik that gave them the lead after just 10 minutes from a short corner before Damit struck back just at the start of the second half to make it all square. Abita, though, with what was the goal of the game, topping off a brilliant move from Sri Lanka. It was fantastic the way that Dinesh ran at the heart of the defence and drew everybody there. Sliding in at the far post was Abita. That means that Sri Lanka take the spoils in this one, and they now have 6 points in Pool B, and they will take on Kazakhstan in their final group game. Singapore will take on Myanmar and will have to overcome them if they are to finish in second place in Pool B with a chance of going through to the final. An action-packed day tomorrow as well. Women and men's action coming your way. So please do join us. 6 games in total, none more so. The biggest game tomorrow for the men is Hong Kong against China. And then a little bit later on, it's Thailand versus Singapore. That one could be pivotal in the women's pool to see who will progress through to round 2 of the World League of Hockey. But from the Sengkang Hockey Complex tonight, we bid you adieu, and we will see you tomorrow.